Think about it, Braxton. Turn this groovy music down. We don't know what we're doing. Fake book. What's up, YouTube? All right, Braxton, what do you got? You got Linda?
Yeah, Linda, she ever called me back with that email.
She gonna call you back?
She's a little upset about our text.
Was she upset about our text?
It wasn't our text.
Whose text was it?
I don't know.
I think I'm about to dox this deal. Ooh, doxed. Consider it done. What is this? Oh, we got this under contract?
I don't think so.
Is this a duplex? Why would we be in Jacksonville?
Hit that multifamily list.
That multifamily list. Check this out. Oh, hold on. Let's get logged in. See what we can do. See what we can figure out on here. I want to show y'all something we just did yesterday. Bring this bitch up. I feel like that music's a distraction, Braxton. Turn that shit off. All right. So we'll just got it right here. This is our mailers. So there's some code right here. But when I pull this up, you're gonna like what you see. So we sent 7,100 mailers yesterday. That's out-of-state owner, super tired landlord, and mobile homes. So all of our out-of-state owners, every single one of them, they've already received a text. They're already getting called, and now they are 100% getting mailers. So I guess a lot of them live in California. Damn, son. 108 live in Arizona. We sent some to New Mexico. There ain't none in Texas, bro, because they're out of state. Oklahoma, Kansas, about New York, 176. Florida. Damn, that's pretty graphic. 2,100 people in California are on that list, but all out-of-state owners, only 9 in Montana. It's a pretty cool map to play with. But either way, we got 7,100. They'll be hitting next week while we're in the retreat. So it's gonna be fun. Let me see if I can pull this up. I don't know if I need to do it. Do you think I need to do it, Braxton?
Just go all the way.
Ooh, I just doxed all our leads, bro. Somebody gonna find the pause button on that. So we have a bandit sign lead. Guys, everything that we do is phone number specific. Braxton, see if you can get back on the phone with our bandit sign lead. I think you need to move closer to the mic though for this call. So call our bandit sign lead back.
What the deal was with her yesterday? She wasn't about that life of thought. She's having to think about it, I think.
Well, she wanted 95 and you offered her 50. I think that was more of the hitch and the giddy up. But you emailed her a contract, correct?
I don't think we got that one.
You got the email address?
From old Judy?
Yeah, Judy gave you an email address.
I don't think so.
I know so. It's over there on the desk. You wrote it down. I heard her give it to you. I can almost remember it. She had a Hotmail account.
Oh, because she was she's like, gotta talk to
She got to talk to the rest of the fam. She inherited
That's
the house. Right. Now, the amazing thing about these bandit signs, guys, we put out, I put out 50 signs to get ready for a retreat just so we'd get calls in 3 months ago. The signs are all still up. It's the most amazing thing on planet Earth. Like I drive around, I see them all the time. They're not getting a lot of calls. I don't know what that's about, but overall, it's pretty amazing that we're getting that. Now, another thing today, Braxton, you coming with us
to the lease?
Yeah, we're moving in. We're leasing an office in Waco, 8th floor downtown. We're going to have people in that office. We're going to have a conference room set up. We're going to be doing some things out of there, some little small marketing stuff. But we put out bandit signs. I thought bandit signs kind of died during Rona because people weren't driving around. Figured they'd be back. They probably are, but our signs are all still up. They're like billboards now, and we get probably 2 calls a week off of them. This weekend, Sunday, we got the retreat coming in. So Saturday night, me and Biggins are going to go murder the scene for bandit signs. We're going to get 150 out. We want to show the people in the retreat exactly how good or bad bandit signs can be. And we sent 7,100 mailers because we want, when people get to the retreat, we want our mailers to be hitting too. So call Judy back, see if she's been able to talk to anybody. This is kind of a quick back-to-back on this, though. I don't know if Judy's going to be playing ball.
Judy might be screening us.
Judy's screening us. Wait, why do we have Kamala on the screen? We have Kamala on the screen to block out.
Judy, leave a message and I'll get back with you.
Block out our user information.
Hey, Judy, this is Braxton. I was just giving you a call back about this place out in Waco, so give me a holler back whenever you can. Thank you.
When we go to this screen, it blocks out the names of our user information. Whoever's logged in, we just don't want the haters to be able to see what we got going on. So we got Kamala up there to block that out. We originally put Kamala up because there was a guy that he was giving off a real weird vibe, and it reminded us of Kamala's indirect answers that she would give. It was very political answers that this guru was given. So we put Kamala up as our slogan. She's been up there ever since. So, all right. Let me see something. Braxton, what other deal you got? You called the lady that was mad about the pooping. So have you called this person back? Let's listen. Let's see if we can. I'm gonna kill this music right here. We'll,
Just gotta hover over it and press stop.
I don't know what I'm doing, Braxton. We're not DJs. We don't know how to do this, but we do know this one.
They're in a Ford.
They are in a Ford. Okay. Let's see. Ashley didn't have any luck. See if Ashley's call goes better.
Hello? Hey, is this Judy? Oh, can you hear me?
Hello, is it? Yes.
Hey, this is Ashley. You had seen one of our signs and called in about selling the property?
Yes, I did.
Has somebody else reached out to you yet? One of the guys?
Brandon or something like that.
Here's Judy.
Brandon. Braxton.
About selling that property.
Well, we are going to sell it, but I think they would want more than the 50,000. I didn't get anything from you in an email yesterday, so but it's still tied up in an estate.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I mean, tell you what. I'm just kind of trying to get a rent house for me personally. And so that's kind of why I have to have my offer a little bit lower, because I got to buy it to where I can rent it out. But my partner, he is a real estate agent, and he is the best I know. We do a lot of deals in this area, in Waco, so we're real familiar with the market and everything. And I want to be able to help y'all out. And so if 50,000 cash won't work for you, have y'all thought about listing it on the market?
Yes, So we have to wait till we're able to authorize that. There has not been a trustee or executor appointed for that estate yet.
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
Is it in probate?
Is it in probate right now?
We haven't even gotten to the court process because there are 40-something relatives on one side of the family that have to be tracked down, and we're still missing a handful of those.
Okay.
So we're pre-probate.
So we can handle all that for her. Say, let her know that
So
at the 50,000 we
that's
can
where
handle
are.
all of that, and they
Yeah,
won't have to
we
worry
either
about it no
have
more.
to track down all of those people, or else we have to go the year-long process where every action has to be approved by the court.
I understand, ma'am. And so, I mean, at that 50,000 cash, just to let you know, we could take care of all that. We could make that our problem and track down the relatives and make sure that we can get that deal done. But we would be willing to do all that.
Yeah, the problem is that we don't have any authority to sell the property.
Yes, you do.
Yes, ma'am, you do. It just takes going through that legal process first, which we're happy to come in and start that process.
It's called affidavit of heirship. Hold on. It's called affidavit of heirship.
Well,
If you own any
I guess I'm
piece
not
of that property,
understanding
you can sell your portion of that
how
property, which
would
means you can
do
enter into a
that.
contract.
So you're saying if we would agree to 50,000, you would handle all of the probate costs and stuff like
Affidavit
that.
of heirship.
Yes, ma'am, because we
We've
could
been
get
told with
affidavit of airships.
5,000. You have one?
We could get affidavit of airships in order to start that process. And because if you own a piece of that property, you're able to sell your interest in it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to talk to the attorney about that. So I have your information, but I just need to wait a little bit.
Yes, ma'am, I understand. Well, I want to be able to help you out. And so whether that's a cash offer listing it, I think we can work something out. But I understand it's early, but either way, there is a way that we can get through it and make it work out for y'all. So just let me know.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so that, Braxton, you don't know shit about affidavit of airships.
I got one signed before, filled out. That's it.
Yeah, that right there, that was Murderer's Row. I was gonna try to jump in the call, but I felt like Big Booty Judy would have busted us. You know what I mean? So, and I don't want to give Judy legal advice, and this isn't legal advice, but what she said is exactly the value that you can bring with the skill set in this transaction. There might be 40 heirs out there. There might not. Some of this stuff can get pretty expensive because if you have minors, then they have to the court has to approve whoever signing over their interest. And a deal like this, I mean, it might not even work at 50 grand. With us buying at 50 grand, even if it's worth 125 as is, might not work because of all the legal expenses that can be tied up in it if you do have to go into the court system. So what they're wanting to wait for right now is probate. I don't know that the guy had a will. She acted like he doesn't have a will, so they're waiting a year. They got a probably a normal household attorney involved. Doesn't really do a lot of real estate. Does some other transactions, and he's giving them probably good advice. But we could clear this up with affidavit of heirships. We could get clear title on it. Would be a process. Would be a long process. Wouldn't be quick and easy. And everybody on that list might be entitled to a little sliver of the money. But we could really solve this lady's problem, which is not wanting to own the house anymore. We haven't seen the house. We've only looked at it on Propelio, pulled up comps and looked at it like that. But, might be worth something, might be worth digging into. But if Braxton had been prepared on that call, and this is just something he hasn't ran into, then he could explain the affidavit of heirship process if he had ever done it and executed it. He could have been like, hey, look, this thing can get expensive. You can, you'll lose a lot of time. you can go under contract with us right now. Title will dictate to us what we need to do from there, and we can go handle that process for you turnkey, and it won't cost you a dime. The route you're going right now, you might end up spending a lot of time and money in court, and they still might not get it resolved. We would like to take on that risk for you, take that burden off of you, and just sign a contract with us. Let us get in there and start trying to handle this. We do this a lot. We deal with these things a lot. We probably do it more than the attorney that you've hired, so on and so forth. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Braxton. I'll remember all that on the next one, but we'll find out. All right, ladies, mad about the text because of the deal. What about this duplex right here? What about old Kevin? You couldn't get Kevin on the hook? Did Kevin whoop your ass?
I don't think Kevin ever called me back.
Kevin had a 4-minute conversation with Ashley. Maybe he's sexist.
Maybe so.
Let's see what he said here.
Hey, this is Ashley. I had a voicemail from you to give you a call back.
Ashley, who's Ash? I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank here.
Oh no, you're fine. I think one of the guys had contacted you about a property that you might be interested in selling, and then you called
Who
back
are you
in
with?
and left a voicemail.
Who are you with?
It's just a guy who buys houses. It's not like a corporation. He's just a local Texas guy who buys houses.
Oh, okay. Jason, okay. Yeah, I mean, we're trying to sell a duplex.
Okay, cool. What is the address for the property? I'm sorry, West what? Alrighty, and how much are you looking to get for it?
We wouldn't take anything. I'm looking at a neighborhood of 300 because we're gonna have to buy a new house.
Oh, man.
Alrighty, and so occupied.
All right, so you can hear Ashley is doing a great job. Ashley, if you watch our YouTube, we love you. But not a lot of time on the phone, not a lot of time doing this. It's not very whatever. Braxton, call our dude up, see if we can get this $300,000 duplex listed. Think we can?
We just might be able to.
I don't. This is the backbone. Like, I know you guys out there wholesaling, but do you know how much money y'all leave on the table just by not being a licensed agent or having one?
Hey, sir, this is Braxton. I think Ashley had talked to you a couple of days ago about this place you got in Nolanville.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was just giving you a call to see if we can't work something out. I was looking at it and trying to see if I could get you an offer on it, but she said you're looking to get about 300,000.
Well, negotiable, but I would like. I mean, that's negotiable. But
Mm-hmm.
Who are you with again?
My name is Braxton Harrison. I work with my buddy Jason, and we're just trying to buy some rent houses. I'm from Belton myself, so real close. And that's kind of what we're trying to do. And so Ashley she works for us and was giving you a call.
Here's the deal. I would be willing to work with you. I would definitely want to meet you in person and talk to you face to face. Yeah, we're going to sell. We have a realtor we're working with, but we haven't signed any paperwork. So, and we've got some fixing up to do before, I want to show it to anybody. So we're still a little bit out. Probably another month before we're ready to sell it. I don't know. We'd want to work a deal out. If whoever buys it, we could stay
I can't
here for
wait.
a while until our house is built.
Braxton's about to slap the shit out of this dude or get slapped by him. I can't wait to find out which.
But yes, sir, I understand. Cool, because I was looking at it and trying to figure out if I could make sense of it as a rental. But at around that price, that's a little bit out of my budget. But my partner, he is a real estate agent, and he's the best real estate agent that I've ever met in my life.
What's in your budget?
My budget, I would have to be closer to around 150 for it.
No, 150 is not even what I paid for it. And in this market, there's absolutely no way.
Exactly. I agree.
Yes, sir. I agree, and that's why I didn't want to insult you with an offer or anything, because that's not what I can pay. But my partner is an agent, and I know for a fact that we can get you that 300,000
Without fixing it up.
without having to fix it up or anything.
No, we're good. I mean, no, we're good. I appreciate your phone call.
Yes, sir. But
Have a good day. Bye.
I was just gonna say, I mean, the thing is no one's ever gonna screw you harder than friends and family, because we're working for you, and we would treat you, like you are our only client, and service you the way that you need. And I mean, if you're looking to get that 300, there's no reason why we can't put that in your pocket without having to do the repairs of the property. I mean, our goal is just to make it as easy as we can on you. Taking the hassle out of it.
Hey, let me write some information down real quick.
Okay.
Let me get a pen. Sorry, I wasn't prepared to take notes.
My guy just slapped the shit out of Braxton. Way to not let him get off the phone, though. That's good.
Who are you with?
My name's Braxton, and we're just a couple of guys. My partner's Jason. Like I said, I'm personally from Belton.
What's your last name?
Harrison.
And your partner's name?
Jason
And what's his last name?
Thompson.
Thompson. And y'all aren't with a company, y'all are just real estate?
Nah, I mean, we're not really anything that big, man, to be honest with you. We're just trying to get some rent houses, but we're also able to list stuff for you on the stuff that we can't buy, so we're still able to help folks out.
All right, so.
It's your buddy
is
that
this a good
lists
number to
houses.
call you?
Yes, sir.
The person we're working with is not a friend or family. She's a real estate agent we're working with already. So we haven't signed any paperwork, but she seems to think that we can get this sold pretty quickly. So
I agree, sir. And I don't know anything about that real estate agent. All I know is my buddy and how he lists houses and what he's been able to do. And that's all I can speak on. And I know he's a great agent. List all of our properties whenever we need to, and he does a lot of good work. Goes all over the state too.
Do y'all have an office in Belton?
No, sir.
Waco.
No.
We're out of Waco.
Out of Waco. What's your location in Waco?
We're actually working on moving offices today, so we don't really have a location right now.
Okay.
Downtown Austin Avenue.
But it's going to be downtown on Austin Avenue.
Don't tell him, what did the other guy say in the background?
He was telling me the street name of the office we're moving to on Austin Avenue.
Oh, okay.
We're moving offices today.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let me get back with you, okay?
Okay. Sounds good, sir.
Thank you.
Hmm?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
This guy seems like the Fed.
I don't know if he's like really hardly intently thinking about it, or if he's like, I just got a quick Google search, find where these guys are, and come throw some hands or show up with the police.
Our nonprofit's going to be set up on Friday, so I don't not going to worry about any of this. We're
What
calling you on
foundation?
behalf of the R2R Foundation, and we are we'd love to buy your property. So, anyways, that was pretty. I was like my spidey senses were telling me in the call like several times, like buys this guy like last name, I'm like, oh, so he's got your whole name. Let's not fuck Jason up now. Fucking and quit telling him your partner. You don't have partners. You only got friends. You got family. What are partners?
I just told him no one will screw you harder than friends and family.
That's his friends and family. That's not our friends and family.
So
So
your friends are bad, dude. My friends are the best.
my friends only do me right, but they'll fuck me. They'll do you right. So I don't know what's going on with that guy. Let's see.
Could be a $300,000 listing.
Could be. We actually landed a $800,000 fourplex listing last week. How many calls did you have to get on with that guy?
6.
6 calls.
Long each time too.
And then wanted to meet with our agent. So we had to send our agent down there to meet with him. Got it done. She got it listed, already got an offer on it. It's the Austin market. But if you're not an agent, if you don't have agents, you are leaving so much money on the table. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. That's our aggressive caller. Is this the one that was mad over the poop text?
Asshole. Next time you send an offer, don't put shitty houses in there.
Oh yeah. That was an experimental mailer where I sent out some shitty houses. That's it. Have you called this guy back?
I don't think so.
Let's call him. Let's see how Ashley did.
Forwarded to an automatic voice message.
Dang.
Okay, so
Did
she
you text him?
well, let's see what.
Hey, Ashley, this is about the property in Granbury. You left a message yesterday. I called the day before. I know it's snowing outside down here. I don't know where you're at, but I'll be around here all day. 817-57.
Call him back, Braxton. Let's see how we do. Now, this one, where did this come from? I don't have his original call. Did it come from Batch? Yeah, it is. Yes, Mildred, we are starting a nonprofit. We are doing that. So when we do our events.
Forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 81757.
Oh, Wes.
You're doxing him. I didn't have my finger on the trigger. I couldn't mute it. It starts reading the phone number. You got to hang up.
I didn't think about that.
This is internet, bro. These people are savages. There's 7 people watching live. There's going to be.
He's waiting for
They're just waiting for the lead. That's going to be their first deal. They're going to be like, what marketing did you do the first deal? I just watched the YouTube video. Dumbass put the phone number on there. I called the guy up. He wanted to sell. I called the dumbass that put his number on there and sold him the deal. Sold him his own deal. So, yes, we are starting a nonprofit. There's a ton of stuff we wanted to do over the years. We've done good things, but it becomes an accounting nightmare. Like if I say, hey, if I come on the internet and I'm like, hey, we're raising money for a family that lost their house on fire, all that money comes in. It creates bookkeeping nightmares. You have to segregate it. You have to do all these things. And then at the end of the year, whenever you're filing your taxes, you took all this extra income in from donations that you have to explain. And not that it's hard, but it's really, it's just whatever. Like if you can start a nonprofit, if you have a platform, we're going to start a nonprofit. We're going to help families in the communities that we're in, that we invest in, where we own rentals. We're going to, we got land out here that we don't owe that much money on. It's got a pond on it. I love to fish. I really want to donate a portion of that land where the pond is to the city, so kids can go out there and fish, because every time you cast out there, you catch something. I don't know what it would take to do that, right? So if I wanted to donate that, I could obviously donate it to a nonprofit, get the tax benefits from that. But there might be some other improvements you want to make. So where, you could build a park, so you could, do a fundraiser, do a barbecue cook-off, something along those lines, raise the capital you need to clean the pond up, get it stocked with some good, easy fish to catch, stuff like that. but then they go out there and they build a park, build a playground to where if you want to take your family out to go fishing, you can, some kids can play on the swings, whatever, stuff like that. You just get ideas. You want to be able to execute them, but you don't want to cause a bunch of bookkeeping nightmares for your normal business by doing these things. We're going to get a nonprofit to do that with. We're also going to run all of our marketing through the nonprofit just to kind of put that like barrier in between us and people that want to just nickel and dime you over calling them. So we'll be calling on behalf of the nonprofit a lot. So there's just a bunch of things that we want to do with it. Hurricanes that come through, want to go help people, want to do good things for the communities we invest in. I know Braxton's excited. I'm excited, but really it also, with the events, we'll be able to do bigger and better events because nonprofits, if I said, hey, come to this event, we're going to give all this money to this family in need, there would be more support for that event. We would be able to help people in the real estate investing community, help people in our community we live in, help people in your community, whatever we wanted to do. Like it would be awesome to be able to do that and not have bookkeeping nightmares from taking money that was donations, but it looks like income, if that makes sense. So, Braxton, we got any other deals? We got, of course, this person's a real estate agent.
They always announce that.
They always announce that. So if you're wondering what we're looking at over here, we're looking at kind of a CRM. I call it the trash can. It catches all of our bullshit. So we send out mailers. They call back. It goes into there. It starts having a text conversation with them automatically. Our cold callers, when they call back, it starts having a text conversation with them automatically. Bandit signs, same thing. They call in, it starts having a text conversation automatically. Those are little automations, but what happens from there is Ashley, who we've mentioned several times on the stream, picks it up. She's sitting there. I think she works virtually. Where's she out of? Oklahoma. So she's out of Oklahoma. She grabs it and she just names the name of the contact, the address, the person, all the relevant information. So like I'm looking right here, I see the address, 40K, and the lady's name. So I know exactly what city that in, how much she wants, like at a glance. This is all designed for my lazy ass. So I can be anywhere on the world, have my phone, look into our stuff and go, okay, this is what it is. I got another one down in McAllen, Texas. They want 170K, so on and so forth. Like all of our marketing channels pour back into here and we catch it. And then we have our prospecting app, which is Batch, what we use to prospect, which is our dialer, texting, all that sort of stuff happens through Batch. But anytime they call back in, it comes in this system. We run this all out for you at the retreat. Next week sold out. We're going to put another one together in March. I'll have some details on it, but we're going to be breaking down deals at another event that we're doing in April, where we're going to show the profit that we've made on several deals. I got deets on a refi right now. Yeah, I ain't even going to mention it because I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like we're going to get about $400,000 back at closing on a refi that we're doing on an apartment complex, which means we're pulling out $400,000 tax free. That's a really cool move. We're going to be breaking that deal down at the event we're doing in April. I mean, tons of stuff. Braxton, you've bought how many? You got a fourplex on the board. You're buying a rental. You're starting to refinance on his first rental property. Done an owner finance. 18 years old. Came to work for us. Has a great head start. What else are you buying? You buying that shitplex? You buying that shitplex?
I think so.
It's all brick. I'm giving it a hard time because I don't like the town. I don't have a reason to not like the town. I
don't like it. I don't have a reason. I'm from there.
Yeah, I don't have a reason to not like the town. It's just we own or financed the property there, and it tied us up in bankruptcy court. It's not the town's fault, but I'm like, you know what? Fuck that town. that place sucks. So, anyways, but guys, if you want to come out, if you want more info about the event or any of that stuff, I'll drop a link in the comment section at some point today. Just check back here. Yeah, that's it. I'll put it in the description. I'll put it somewhere. But I appreciate y'all's time. We got to go sign the lease on our new office. I'm going to go over there. We're buying shirts. We're going to be in San Antonio this week. So if you're in San Antonio market, you want to reach out, DM us. We'll be down there. We'll go eat, do something. We're going to be at a vet conference for all the rest of the week. bought a vet clinic for $700,000. Pretty cool deal. Can't wait to see how it works out. But maybe I shouldn't say what we paid for it on the internet since we're trying to sell it for $1.6 million. So, anyways, what is this? Do an instant refi once property is complete, or wait to the seasoning period? It really depends on your bank. We got banks that'll do it either way. I got an email. I'll read you a text that my buddy got. He got laid off from the oil field. He's doing real estate now. He got this email from the bank yesterday. I heard back from Credit. We can proceed with refinances under the following terms if you would like to proceed. Looking at paying off hard money plus recouping renovation costs plus covering closing costs. No cash out component at this time for all 3 properties. So in other words, he bought. We wholesaled him, I think, all of these except one. Yeah, we did all these except one. So he works for us. We wholesale him properties. He finds properties on Facebook Marketplace. So anyways, it lists the address. For us to consider cash out, need 24 months seasoning from original acquisition date. So after he's owned it 2 years, they would give him cash out of the properties, which is interesting because the first refi he did, they gave him $110,000 back. I don't know how he pulled that one off. It was like, I was like, man, I didn't expect that. But he got $110,000 out of a RV park, house, and a few mobile homes. That he basically built a mobile home park. He doesn't have it occupied yet, but he built it. And he got $110,000 back at closing when he refinanced this one. And I told him, while you got that money in the bank, you're super lendable. So go for the rest of your refis on all your rental stuff right now. That's what he did. And now they're going to get him zero out of pocket. So essentially what this loan will do for him, if everything appraises, it'll put $85,000 back in his pocket. So he's invested $85,000 remodeling these properties, which is good. And he'll be sitting with $250,000 in the bank, still working essentially a job for us. Like he handles, he dispatches work orders, does whatever we need him to do there. So he's got essentially a W-2 job. And then he partners with us on flips. We got a flip closing today, I don't know. And he's going to get 17 grand plus or minus on that because he went in and did the flooring, did the plumbing. So it's just, we kind of pull people into our ecosystem. Me and this guy have known each other since we were 13 years old. We used to play swords at the urinal. So, Braxton, you don't know what you?
No, I do.
Did you play swords at the urinal?
I did it. I wasn't about that life.
You got a shy bladder?
No, I think it's just, that must have been like a 90s thing. Like that just didn't.
No. We were in the 2000s still playing swords. So it's definitely a 2000s. I'll play swords with Brandon right now in this bathroom. There's carpet on the floor. It'll get dangerous. But either way, he's getting, this is kind of the game. So this particular bank, because of credit profile, because of the properties, because of who he's working with and who introduced him, like if somebody walks you in there that's, got a lot of money at the bank, done a lot of business with the bank, it's a lot different conversation than stranger danger off the street. Everything about this business is a relationship business. We started with this bank very small, and we slowly but surely, they were like, we need deposit relationship. We're like, okay, so we'd go to our private money people and say, move your money over here. We'd go to our hard money lender and say, hey, why don't you open up an account over here? You know what I mean? And so we've personally know of at least $2 million in deposits that we've brought to the bank, which then, everybody there at the bank's like, oh, we know these guys, you know what I mean? And then we have all of our personal business accounts that float. We keep around $500,000 in that bank personally. Like it's, all businesses. You have an account there? Not yet.
They never called me back.
They don't like Braxton. You didn't get a name
fill
drop.
out their form and I just never got a call back.
Oh, that's that Rona service. But anyways, so either way, if you have that relationship, you can do it. But they said 24-month seasoning. But they did his first loan. They did it with no seasoning. So it's really hit and miss. Can happen. We're going for a refi right now on a property that we've owned less than a year. Just got all of our tax returns done. We're going to pull money out of it. First. As soon as we can send the tax return to the banker and get final terms, we're gonna pull money out of it. This will be our first loan with that bank, but they want to earn our business. So we're taking a 20-unit apartment complex to them, and they're going to, do 80% LTV or a 1-2 DSCR. Like they've got all these parameters, but They're going to back into that based on appraisal, and we're going to get money back at closing. Pretty interesting deal. We're learning more about the 1031 process so we can figure out what our next move with that particular apartment complex is. Because if we can get $1 million into a 1031 right now, maybe we can. Placing it is so hard right now, though. That I mean, it's just really difficult. When you start talking to multifamily sellers, there's just not much equity on the front side. You got to be able to buy that equity. You got to have a big down payment. So that's why we're looking at the 1031. So a lot of stuff, but we're going to have a new office today. We're going to be doing small stuff at that office, weekend stuff, one-day stuff. It's in Waco. We're finding that while the retreat's fun, we have fun at the lake. We're going to have a blast this summer. People don't really like Rosebud. Why don't you like Rosebud, Braxton?
I like it. Like I'm on board now.
But either way, we're going to have an office in downtown Waco, 8th floor, great views, very inspiring. It's where we're going to run our acquisitions. It's going to where we're going to run all sales. We're going to put a team under Braxton and see if we can't do 300 deals a year, or whatever the big kids are doing. So I'm just looking forward to having a corner office on the 8th floor. And I don't drink, but being across the street from the bars is very intriguing to me. I just want to be able to go down there and just be in a fucking setting with noise and lights and whatever. So I was walking around yesterday there with Emery. She was real confused. She was like, "I don't get it, Dad. Can we just ride a scooter?" I'm like, "No." Like, this is great, Emery. We're downtown. We're having a great time. She's like, "No, let's ride the scooter." So
That looks more fun.
yeah, I don't know why you're so happy right now. This is very strange to me. But anyways, we appreciate y'all's time. If you want to come out to our event, check back. We'll throw something in the comment section. Y'all can come hang out with us later.